everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my spring and summer hat collection. Someone actually requested this video and I stopped for a second. I was like, wait, I've never done that video before? That's shocking. Especially because if you do follow my blog or follow my Instagram, I wear a lot of hats. Like I wear hats all year round. Like there's not a season in the year that I don't wear a hat. And I've amassed quite a good amount of hats. I have certain styles that I really like and certain designers that I typically, look to when I'm purchasing hats. And so I thought I would go through my spring and summer collection. I'll then do a fall and winter one later this year. But I will show you all the ones that I have. If I can't find the exact one, I will find a similar one. And then what I'll also do, if you are new to my YouTube channel, I have a blog, and that's what I actually started with. I didn't start with YouTube. I started with a blog, and that's still where I do most of my content. Like I post 5 to 6 days a week over there. And a lot of it is fashion. A lot of it's outfit posts, style posts. My Instagram is like chock full of my outfits and style ideas. So I will, for all of these hats, I've worn them, a lot of them multiple times on the blog. So I will link 1 or 2 posts for each hat so you can get some ideas as to how you would wear them, or if you, just need some, you want to kind of see them on. I'm going to try all of them on the video, but if you want to see them like with a full outfit, head to toe, I will have some blog posts so you can get some ideas. And I've had some questions over the years when people see me wearing hats and they'll say like, how do you wear a hat? Like, how do you feel comfortable and like, what's your tips on wearing hats? And my first tip I have to say is buy a hat and wear it. You just gotta buy a hat and put it on. I would recommend starting with something really kind of neutral, easy, basic. The first hat I ever purchased, I'm trying to think, it was back when I was in New York, and to be honest, it wasn't like a fashion accessory for me. I wanted it because I was out and about all day long in the summer, and obviously I didn't have a car in New York, so I would be walking about and it was like hot and my forehead was always burning no matter how much sunscreen I put on. And then finally one day I was like, that's it. I walked into Club Monaco. I was like, I need just a cute straw kind of fedora type hat. I don't really care if it's like the most stylish thing in the world, but it was cute and it was like a conservative shape. And I bought it and I used it more as sun protection. And then I loved how it added another dimension to my outfit. Like I would have a cute outfit and then I'd be like, what is it missing? A hat. So then I just began purchasing hats here and there, and I've built up a collection over 6, 7, 8 years. And I have designers that I like and buy from regularly and certain styles that I like. I think that you can wear whatever hat you want, but you have to get comfortable seeing yourself in hats. It took me a little bit to get comfortable, but once I did, now I love seeing myself in hats. But there are some hats that I just aren't my thing. So don't think that like if you don't like a certain style hat, well, you can't wear hats, because I'm not like the big floppy hat, like circa JLo 2000s. That's not my jam. Like it doesn't feel like me. It's a little too dramatic. So I don't tend to gravitate towards those. And there's certain hats that I order and try on and I'm like, no, that is not for me. So don't get discouraged the first time you try a hat thinking, well, I just can't wear hats. I think it's best to kind of try different ones over time until you maybe find one that you feel comfortable wearing. All right, let's get started. The first one is my newest addition to my hat collection, and this is by Janessa Leone. She's probably the one, that and Rag & Bone are my 2 favorite brands to go to for hats. They are pricier. Can you get more affordable hats and all that sort of thing? Yes. However, over the years, I have discovered that the pricier hats, I will buy I have a J. Crew and a Rag & Bone Panama hat that almost are identical, but the fit on my head, the way they've held up are completely different. And there's like a couple $100 worth of difference in between them. So for me, I've been willing to splurge and put more money into buying a nice hat because first of all, I wear them a ton. Second of all, they do make a difference in how they look on my head and they hold up a lot better. That's not to say, you can't get a really good affordable hat and all of a sudden it lasts you for years and years. I have a Gap hat that I paid 20 bucks for and it's still hanging around after 8 years. So, but Some of these are a little bit pricier, and especially Janessa Leone. I love her stuff, and it tends to be a little bit pricier, but I just picked this one up, and it's just a nice kind of straw hat. Normally the ones I like have like a band around them. This did not, but I still really liked the fit. Okay, let's talk about how I wear my hair. When I don't like to part my hair down the middle normally, but when I wear hats, I find that I can't have a part like I normally do. I find that hats work better for me when I have equal amounts of hair on both sides. So little tip right there. Let me see if I can get my hair. My hair is going to be, all crazy throughout the whole video because I'm going to be taking off, putting on hats. But I like to kind of have it a little more even on both sides. Another thing, this is going to be a long video. So I apologize now. It's rambly. Get a snack or fast forward if you want to. But I feel like I have a lot to say about hats. I get a lot of questions about, do I wear makeup on my forehead and how do I prevent makeup from getting on the inside rim of my hat? First of all, that's impossible if you're going to wear makeup on the inside and on your forehead. You're going to get makeup on your hat and you either just kind of accept it and try and clean it the best you can, or do like I do. And when I wear a hat, I wear it all day long. I'm not going to be taking it off. So I literally take off the makeup on my forehead. I normally keep it like here, like still on the part of my face that still shows, but all throughout here, I just remove my makeup. And I mean, if I do take my hat off for whatever reason, you're not going to have any makeup up there. So when I have a hat on, I tend not to take it off for any reason. I only have it on all day. It's part of my outfit. So this hat is a little bit more out of my comfort zone. You'll see some of my other hats are similar style. This was like a little bit more like taller, a little bit more boxy. But I really did, I've been loving it. I have it coming up in a blog post. This is the only hat I haven't styled yet in the blog. And it's coming up in a blog post in the next 2 weeks. And I love the whole outfit I have with it. And that was what convinced me. I put this outfit together and I was like, oh, okay, I see it. I get it. I'm going to wear this hat a ton. So that's the first one. Love that. All right. Now we're getting to the two Panama hats I was talking about that are different in price. They're almost identical. You just have to bear with me. I'm going to have like hat marks and everything, but that's okay. Got the J. Crew Panama hat, which is still available, and the Rag & Bone Panama hat. You can see from the get-go, the Panama hat almost, do you see how like the rim of the J. Crew hat is kind of like, I don't know, it curls up in different places. That's one point that's a little frustrating. The Rag & Bone stays very stiff, and the band is also very, very different, a little more, I don't know, I like that kind of extra little detail over there. The J. Crew one is just very simple. However, I do wear both. I do like the Rag & Bone one better. I bought the J. Crew one first years ago. I like to have that little point like directly in the center of your head. If not, things can look kind of like off. I first bought this. I liked it. It was a good price point somewhat. I think it was around $50, $60. Something that they make regularly. I was like, oh, I like this Panama hat. I think I'm really gonna like this style because the other Panama hat I had, I'll show it later, that I bought years before that was really starting to come apart. So I was like, all right, this is a good one. So you can see the fit. The brim is not as wide as I would like, but I still enjoy this somewhat. Now, when I do wear hats, I don't tend to do it like a lot of times, and this is what you'll have to also figure out as well. Do you like to wear hats back on your head like this, like a lot of girls do? You know, they kind of have it like sitting back here. Or do you like it to be a little bit more down around your brow, like straight? I like it that way. I was at an event recently and my girlfriend was wearing a hat and it was almost the identical hat that I had, like similar style, and she had it kind of tilted back and I had mine forward. It's just a preference. So I think it's good to kind of test that out as well. So this is the J. Crew one. Then we'll go to the Rag & Bone one. The brim is bigger. The brim is more straight. It's more sturdy. For me, I instantly, when I tried this on, I was like, this was a good buy. And because of the color, it's just like a nice ivory, white beige. It's not dirty, I'll be honest. It stays really clean. With the black band, I wear this with everything. And so that's how I was able to justify the price. And the shape, I really felt like There's sometimes where you buy something more expensive and you're not getting what you pay for. And there's sometimes you buy something more expensive and you are getting what you pay for. And this is an example. So I highly recommend either, but if you do want to splurge, the Rag & Bone Panama hat is a classic. Now this is the one, I don't know if they make this color anymore. This is by Hat Attack. I really like Hat Attack for hats as well. So Rag & Bone, Janessa Leone, and Hat Attack are the 3 top ones in most of my wardrobe. This you've probably seen me wear on the blog a ton, and this is their Continental hat, I believe. The brim is quite big. I really liked this color. I have a hard time finding this exact color, but they came out with other colors, so I will link all of those down below. My only complaint with this is the brim. I don't know if you can see it because I really tried to straighten it out. It was starting to almost warp slightly, and that was a little annoying, so I kind of had to, I don't know, almost mold it back to a straighter thing. But I've had this hat for 3 or 4 years, and I wear it like a ton. I wore it when I travel all the time, and I tend to reach for this one the most next to my Rag & Bone fedora or Panama hat. So I really love this one, love the color. The brim is a little bit bigger than the Panama hat, different style. But as you can see, all have a similar look and vibe. I definitely know what I like. Now this Janessa Leone hat was nearing the floppy hat look, but still not too floppy, like the brim is stiff, but it's a little bit closer to that floppy hat look. But I love this. I like it when I have some maxi dresses on, something a little more boho that I'm wearing. I feel like this is a little more glam, even though I have a cute post of me wearing it with this maxi tank dress and wrap sandals, so flat. So it was like casual, but the dress, I like this kind of, I don't know whether, I haven't worn this yet with like jeans and a t-shirt. I just feel like it deserves a little bit, something a little bit more elevated. So this is still available. I liked the gray, something different. All the hats I have are typically brown, white, beige, neutrals, and I was like, maybe I'll, add a gray into the mix. So this really is a fun one, and I feel just very like Southern glam when I'm wearing it. Okay, this is the only floppy hat I did have. This is for the pool. I'm still on the hunt for like a better pool hat. I picked this up while I was at J. Crew. I don't love it. So I can't be like, you should get this one. A lot of these I'm like, you should get these. But this one I'm like, meh, it's okay. I don't know. You see what I mean? It's like, yeah, that's okay. It's striped. I love stripes. But it makes it a little difficult if your suit doesn't necessarily match these colors. I know you don't have to, but I like to kind of coordinate. So I wanted something like this, but in a straw or lighter color. They did have one, but the brim was huge. It was just a little too dramatic. So I bought this one just for the pool and the beach and that sort of thing, but I don't love it. Then this was the first Panama hat that I bought by Hat Attack. And I believe they still make this. I will try and find it. This is like mid-range price in between the Rag & Bone and the J. Crew. So it's a little too big on my head, so it really like falls low. The brim started to get a little warped, which kind of annoyed me because this was close to $100. But I don't know. I still wear it a ton, and especially if I have like a more casual outfit and I just want to throw a hat on because we're going to the park or somewhere where I'm going to sweat a lot, I will wear this. And this was kind of my first entry into the Panama hat look. This was the first one I bought, then the J. Crew, and then finally I kind of upgraded to the Rag & Bone. But I'll try to find that one because I feel like it could look good on a lot of different face shapes and whatnot. And it does hold up pretty well, but like I said, the brim does warp a slight bit, and it doesn't bother me too much. Obviously, I still wear it all the time, but this is good to know. Then I have 2 hats that are not, summer fab. This one can be worn. I don't know. I'm on the fence about will I wear this in the summer. I have worn it just recently, and it's getting warmer out. And these are those like cadet caps or fisherman's caps or whatever. I really fell for this trend. I think this trend is adorable, but most of them are wool, and I'm kind of fussy about wearing wool in the summer as a hat. Obviously, it's hot. And then second of all, it can look kind of like, is that a wool hat with your nice flowy boho dress? So I would wear this more with, I don't know, maybe denim shorts, a military jacket, some ankle boots, and just a tank top underneath. Something a little more kind of casual for the summer. But in the winter, I will definitely link some blog posts of me wearing this. I love the brim. I just think it is so fun. I do want to buy more colors in these little cadet caps for next winter, because I do think the trend is still going to be around. And once again, this is Hat Attack, so can't say enough good things about Hat Attack. And then I bought a baseball cap, and it's a Yankees baseball cap. And I was like, do I really need a baseball cap? And then when I purchased it, I found it on Nordstrom. I wear it all the time. And first of all, I know some people get really like, I don't know, fussy about, is that your favorite team? Or, you know, do you even know anything about baseball or whatnot? I'm from the school of thought that wear what you want to wear. If you like baseball caps just to add a sporty look to your ensemble, and that means you have to buy from like all these different teams that you know nothing about, do you? Like, buy what makes you happy. This is actually Stan's favorite baseball team, so I was like, okay, well, I guess. And Stan has a Yankees cap, and Miles has a Yankees cap, so it's become like a little cute family thing. And obviously, I lived in New York for like almost half of my life, so obviously, it's kind of like a nod to that. But even if none of that existed, I still think it's a cute cap. And I plan to buy it in some more colors. There's like an LA one that I thought about buying too that was like pink or gray. And I just, though it's a baseball cap and you're kind of like, do I really need it? Or can I just borrow my husband's or my son's or something? I liked buying a specific hat and not having it be like an afterthought. A hat to me, even though I wear it on days where like I haven't done my hair or I haven't done my makeup, I still consider it like a handbag. Like, I like it to go with my outfit, and I don't want it to be an afterthought. I still want it to have, I like the color, I like the fit, I like the white of the New York. There's certain teams I probably wouldn't buy because I don't like the color selection in the hat. So at the end of the day, it's still a fashion purchase for me rather than a supporting my team purchase or supporting a team purchase. So that is my whole spring and summer hat collection. It's not super large, but it is quite significant. Oh, another question. I told you this is going to be a long video. I keep coming up with different questions that I've received over the years about hats. How do you travel with your hat? Oh my God, my hair. Like, I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, I'm sorry, guys, my hat. Like, why don't I just leave a hat on, you know? Okay. So how do I travel with hats? Great question. I typically will stack them all together like this and do one of two things. I will either stick them in my suitcase, I will stuff tissue in the bottom one here, and I will lay it in the middle of my suitcase with nothing underneath it. And then I will pack my clothes around it. So it kind of keeps the hats together, it doesn't crush them because you just have clothes and they're all stacked together. Or the way that I actually normally do it is I stack them all and I carry them in my hand. I got my carry-on bag and my hats. And that's how I do it. Like, literally on the plane, if you see me in the airport, I will have a stack of hats sitting on my lap or Stan's lap because that's how I travel with them. Especially if we're going somewhere warm. I can't go somewhere warm without a large hat selection to wear with my outfits. And so that's how I do it. Either in my suitcase with the clothes packed around it, put some tissue or some socks, bathing suits or whatever in here to kind of stuff the bottom one, and then pack it all around it, or do this and carry it. I guarantee I have been in the airport and seen a ton of girls carrying stacks of hats like this, and I'm like, you go girl, you bring your stack of hats, you accessorize on your vacation. And I love it. I always kind of want to, like, when you see you're driving a car and drive some next to someone, they also have the same car, and there's like, you know, you wave or you honk sometimes. You guys don't do that. I do that. That's what I feel like whenever I see a girl in the airport who has like a stack of hats. I like want to honk and be like, woo! Like going on vacation with all your hats. So that is, I think, all the questions that I've ever received about the makeup, How do I carry them? How do you find a good hat? That's gonna really be up to you. How do I store them? I have some stored on my wall, and I will link that blog post below so you can see kind of a cute little thing that I've done. I do eventually kind of want to create like a little actual hat wall with more hats. I don't know where I'm going to do that yet though, whether it's in my closet or in my bedroom, but for now I just have a few next to my mirror. And then I just stack them on top of each other in my closet. Sometimes I put tissue in the bottom of one of them. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes they hold their shape really well. And that's it. This is a long one. Thanks for sticking with me. If you are a hat lover or thinking about getting into hats, hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, there's tons of information going to be down in the description box below, so you can kind of dig through all that, blog posts and similar options. And I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.